Good morning, friends, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Tiffany. Happy Thursday. So technically I did vlog yesterday on Wednesday, but when I went to go edit my video last night, my very first clip, which was about 5 minutes long of me chatting with you all over my morning caffeine, was corrupt. So it would not let me edit or export the clip whatsoever. So I do have the rest of the clips from yesterday's vlog that I'm going to insert here momentarily so that you can see what we were up to yesterday. Basically, we were just finishing getting ready to take Alice to American Heritage Girls Summer Camp. Talked a little bit about that. We had gotten a last minute email from the campground saying that their pool is closed, so that was kind of a bummer. So we were scrambling at the last minute to figure out water activities to fill the 2 hours on Thursday and 2 hours on Friday that we had allotted to pool time. So I think we're going to do water guns and buckets of water with sponges and sprinklers and hoses to cool the girls down. So they'll be playing with water for up to 2 hours if they want to, but no pool time, unfortunately. So that was the big thing yesterday morning that we were dealing with as leaders helping plan camp. But I'm going to insert the rest of those clips here, and then I will meet you at the end of that and talk to you about my weekly weigh-in. I am 8 weeks in on my GLP-1 Mounjaro, and I'll talk to you about my update on that. It is 2:30. We had groceries delivered around 12:30, so I was able to record that grocery haul and meal plan, which is actually yesterday's video at the time you're watching this, so you can go back and watch that meal plan. It was a small grocery haul. We didn't need much, which is great for our budget, but not always the most fun to watch. So I also included peeks into our pantry, refrigerator, and freezer to show you what we have on hand. I did not show the deep freezer, but that's where all of our pizzas and some of our chicken products are stored. And then kids are just doing their own thing. Alice is crafting, boys are hanging out in the room. And then Will's on his way home from work momentarily. I just had myself a little snack. I had a small slice of banana bread and 2 string cheese, so high protein along with the bit of carbs that I ate. Not high protein, but some protein with the carbs that I ate. And then Alice has to mop before we leave for camp tonight. She's gonna do that after she's done crafting, I think. She's been mopping the house once a week to earn some extra money so that when we go to see Beetlejuice, the musical in August, she has money for the merch booth if they have one. Are you sure they have a merch booth at the musical?
I looked it up and they should.
They should. So she wants to make sure she has money for that to get a t-shirt or whatever it is she might want. And then once she's done mopping, we'll get ready to go and drop her off at camp tonight. The floors are nice and clean. My girl mopped for me, and now she is crafting with her 1970s hair. She put pin curls in last night and woke up floofy. So
it was right after I showered, so maybe that wasn't the best idea.
Well, that's when you're supposed to do it, is when it's wet. So it's not that, I mean, it did what it's...
before.
Oh, you did mousse too. So how are you wearing it to camp? Half pulled back or what? Are you gonna wet it or?
Probably half pulled back.
Yeah.
Can I show them my giants?
Yes.
Okay, so this one's in the work still.
She's drawing Beach Bear from Rock of Fire Explosion.
And then my other ones are in my room. Did we go?
Oh yeah.
Or do I grab it?
Go grab them and bring them here. And then there's Rolf DeWolf with Earl the hand puppet.
Earl Schmerl. And then Mitzi Mozzarella, which is the best showbiz character.
And then, like I said, she's working on Beach Bear next. She's got all of her markers out.
I'm gonna try and do all the characters. I should do Uncle Clunk.
You should.
He's so funny looking.
They probably don't remember who you're talking about, but that's okay. Coming out to check my tomato plants. They've been watered by the rain, so that's nice. Looks like I've got 2 down there, 2 right here, 2 more growing right here on that plant. Got 3 here, 2 more up here, but this one's been, looks like it's got a little growth defect on it. Only 1 on this plant. This leaf is bad. Some of these leaves on here are bad. This cherry tomato one, a few of them are getting red, so that's good. I actually have one down here I can pick. Yay! And I've got one big one here, one more growing up top. And this cherry tomato plant is doing good. We got bundles of them. Looks like there's one under here almost ready to pick. Very exciting. Home from dropping Alice off at camp, and dinner is just sandwiches and cut up apples tonight. This is Will's plate. The boys are already eating. I'm gonna make, I think, tomato toast for myself. Tomato toast on keto bread with mayo, tomato, salt, pepper. The rest of the tomato that didn't fit on the toast, and carrots with a little bit of ranch. Alrighty friends, it is a little bit after 8 o'clock. We are going to call it a night. We're gonna watch an episode of The Chosen and maybe an episode of House, and then wind it down for bed. So I just went and picked up our summer school food. Just wanted to share with you kind of what some of the stuff is. So we've got cereal, Uncrustables, Pillsbury cheesy pull-apart bread, Hot Pockets, which Jackson's super stoked about, applesauce cups, fruit cups. It's like a Hot Pocket, fancy. It's got holes in it. These are Bosco sticks, which are mozzarella-filled breadsticks. Little mini pizzas, donut sticks, mini cheeseburgers, ham and cheese sandwiches, apple cinnamon Texas toast, banana and blueberry bread slices, cinnamon rolls, pull-apart donuts, sour strawberry raisins, cranberries, cherry-flavored cranberries, sour watermelon raisins. Will actually likes these. They're kind of like a fruit snack. These are Alice's favorite, these mini bagels. They are cinnamon and then strawberry. Got some frozen apple juice. We're trying to keep all the juice boxes just on the counter so people will drink them. These are called Sidekicks, and they're like a frozen blue raspberry lemonade, like frozen juice cup. They eat it like a sherbet. Mini donuts. Each kid got an orange, an apple, carrots, broccoli, celery, a cheese stick, and then there's a pile of juice boxes. So it's a pretty, oh, and 3 gallons of milk. It's a pretty good program. So I was just doing some planning for another event coming up that Alice is super excited about. If you are familiar or who have ever heard of Billy Bob's Wonderland, they have one of the last Rock-afire Explosion animatronic band displays that's left from, I don't know the whole history. Alice would be better at explaining this, but she's obviously not here. But on July 11th, 12th, and 13th, Billy Bob's Wonderland is hosting BillyCon 5. We went last year to BillyCon 4, and Alice had a blast, and it was a very last-minute impromptu trip. But I was just looking. I think we're actually going to get a hotel in the area and go Friday and Saturday. She's so excited. If you've been around a while, you've seen and heard her talk about Billy Bob's Wonderland, Rock-afire Explosion. It was like similar to like Chuck E. Cheese back in the day, and the animatronic band is still like active and performing at Billy Bob's. So Friday night they're having some contests and stuff, and Saturday they're having some trivia. The creative engineering team who created the Rock-afire Explosion animatronics are supposed to be there with merchandise that you can get signed. So I know she's going to be super excited for that, which she's going to have to save up some money. She's already doing extra chores because we're going to see Beetlejuice the musical in August. So she's got a big fun event coming up in July with BillyCon, and then August with Beetlejuice the musical. So Will was like, this girl is expensive. I was like, yeah, but the boy isn't. Like, Jackson is so simple and easily pleased with he's just not the same as his sister. If he were, we would make sure that he was enjoying his hobbies as well, but he's just not. He enjoys video games. He enjoys being at home. He doesn't like being out of the house. He's very just a homebody, and they're just very different in that way. I told him he could come with us and stay the night at the hotel and go to BillyCon with us, and he's like, no, I'll stay home. So don't feel like Jackson's getting the short end of the stick here. I mean, if you look at it, like, he kind of is, but he's okay with it, if that makes sense. Like, he doesn't want to attend these things. He was like, please don't make me go see Beetlejuice the musical. He went with us when we saw Beetlejuice Jr. Not too long ago. We had surprised Alice with tickets to Beetlejuice Jr. that was performed by one of the high schools local to us. She was in tears once she realized where we were. She was so excited. Jackson was not. So he could really not care about going. So I was just looking into hotels in the area. She also wants to go to, I think we're going to stay near Point Pleasant, West Virginia, which is I think like 45 minutes away from Barboursville, which is where Billy Bob's Wonderland is. But she wants to do the Mothman Museum, which is in Point Pleasant. And there's also supposedly a really cool antique shop called the Mason Jar, I think is the name of it. Right down the street from the Mothman Museum. So we're gonna try and do those we're gonna come into town on Friday, check into the hotel, do those, maybe head over to Billy Bob's for dinner and like their evening activities, and then go back to the hotel and then check out of the hotel the next morning and spend most of the day at BillyCon. She wants to be there for trivia. She knows so much of the history of this whole phenomena. It's so fun to watch her face light up when she starts talking about it. On our way to AHG camp yesterday, when I dropped her off, we were talking about BillyCon and what our ideal plan would be, and because they just released a promo video talking about what they're going to be doing each day of the convention. Like what content, like costume contest on Sunday, a colander head, decorate a colander and wear it like a hat contest on Friday, trivia on Saturday. Just they came out with a promo video and I shared it with her, and so it got her really, really excited again because it's really not that far away. It's less than a month away. We actually get back from Michigan, and then so the kids and I are going to Michigan to return my nephew to the family, but also to visit my mom over 4th of July. And we get back from that, and then 4 days later we go stay the night at BillyCon. So just some fun stuff to look forward to, and I just thought I would share that is coming up on our agenda, and she's super excited, and I think it's just adorable that she gets excited over such weird niche like things. She loves animatronics. She thinks that they are so cool. She has made, you know, her Clayface dolls and stuffed animals that she makes. She has made versions of all of the Rock-afire Explosion band members. There's Mitzi Mozzarella, Beach Bear. I think she did Billy Bob himself. I don't know if she did Duke LaRue. And I know she didn't, there's a few she didn't do. She didn't do Fats Geronimo, which is the gorilla. But she's done a few of them, so she's going to bring those because they're going to have like a sharing hour where you can share your collectibles and things that you have of Rock-afire Explosion or Billy Bob's. So she wants to share her dolls with people. She brought her Mitzi Mozzarella one last year, and she got so many compliments on it. Even the owner of Billy Bob's complimented her on it. And he's like, if you make a bunch of those, you could bring them and sell them. So anyway, just thought I'd share all that. Will and Jackson are outside fixing something on his car. Just a clamp has to go onto the something underneath. I don't know. They're putting a clamp on something underneath the car. So they're doing that, and then we're going to do haircuts. So that's where the night is heading. All right, so haircuts are done. Jackson is showered and finished, and Will's in the shower now. I'm going to have some Premier Protein mini pancakes. They just got done in the microwave. And I'm going to put some of this Nuts and More birthday cake flavored peanut butter on it. My sister got this for me for my birthday, and it is delicious. All right, friends, it's about 9 o'clock, and you know what time that is. Bedtime. It's time to get ready for bed. Just took my contacts out, got into my jammies, and we're going to wind down for the night. It's still completely bright outside, which feels weird.
I wouldn't say completely bright.
It's bright enough outside.
There's a little bit of sunlight still out there.
It's daylight out still.
Cresting the horizon.
Why is he arguing with me? I'm looking at it. I can literally, like...
I'm spreading truth.
I was wearing my sunglasses on the way home just now.
Okay.
Went to go get milkshakes for Will and the boys.
Like, old lady.
Okay, old lady. Sonic, you've heard me talk about it probably. Sonic, until June 29th, has half off milkshakes in the app after 5 p.m. So we've been taking advantage because milkshakes are normally kind of expensive. So I got, Will got a vanilla, Jackson got caramel, and Ryder got strawberry cheesecake.
We are officially 9 minutes away from sunset.
Look outside.
I'm just telling you.
Do you see that out there?
About
The
truth
daylight?
in facts.
I'm showing you truth and facts.
Yeah, it's starting to
Daylight.
get dark out.
No, it's not.
Definitely not sunglasses.
I can't even share him because he's got his chest hanging out, no
My-
shirt on.
My
his
chest is
chesticles.
brighter than what it is outside.
Well, that doesn't take much. Anyway, we're gonna wind down for the night.
Doesn't
Thanks.
sound like it though.
It doesn't. Will you stop talking?
See, you're always telling me that people like hearing me talk. Then I start talking, you tell me to shut up.
I didn't say shut up. I said please stop talking. It was polite. Alright, we will see. Well, I will not be vlogging tomorrow because I'm going to be at camp pretty much all day. So I will not be vlogging again until Saturday when we get back from picking her up from camp. So I'm going to take the day off tomorrow. So I will not see you. Drop a comment, share some love, and I'll see you again on Saturday. Bye.